Alright, we're back here. It's been a bit of time, not as long as I thought it was going to be, but it's been a bit of time. We hit level 100 finally, so we're max level. I got all of the stuff that you see on screen right now. I think it was just the armor I had left. So we're just going to give this a second here. I think it was just the armor I had left, but I got that to artifact level 9. Got a whole bunch of new gear and stuff too. Right now I'm rocking out with the Animus Anomaly hood and armor over top. I did also do one major thing, cosmetically aside, one major thing to our build. I got this right here from one of the pieces of armor, and it gives us enemies hit with kunai are vulnerable, which is huge because obviously, as you can see, my build is kind of built around, no pun intended, built rather around vulnerable damage, weak point attacks, etc. Right? So having that, and then also this too, increasing kunai capacity by 50%, which makes me able to carry 9 kunai, as well as, like I said, 9 kunai, as well as just being able to throw it and instantly knock an enemy into weak point, into a vulnerable state. That's just, it's huge. As far as skill points are concerned, I've just been building into the knowledge masteries, just putting into damage during night. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump back in now. Challenge level 8, minimum enemy level 100. You know, it's all the same stuff we'd seen before, but now I should hopefully be able to assassinate targets, right? So that was the main thing. We're in the Red Moon domain, which you're seeing 100 times. Constructive criticism, 250% critical damage. Enemies take 70% reduced damage from non-critical strikes. I want to get rid of this one for sure. Ability lockdown. Okay, we got gratuity. Domain grants an extra 150%, or rather 150% rewards. So that's always a good one. I actually looked at it the other day, and I think my critical chance is above 50%. So most of the strikes I'm doing are critical hits, but I don't know if I want to leave that on. Yeah. Okay, that's not horrible. Now all the enemies are going to be guardians, which I could probably get one hit, but I could try it. Static shock and gratuity. Let's see, what's the worst that can happen? I did actually unlock the Kenway costume as well. Well, armor, and I just threw it on top as a cosmetic.
Welcome back to the Red Moon domain.
The biggest thing I find
Every
with
domain has the same set of goals. Find and kill the domain Daisho, then head to the arena for an epic boss fight.
it's one of the rare times I actually spawn on the other side of the map. I'm just trying to figure out my routing now. If I'm here, got that one there. Why is it damaging me? Okay. I didn't know it to be damaging, but now we have
That's one Daisho taken care
grasp of that, I guess. The only thing about starting on this side is I have to kind of backtrack. Kind of have to backtrack either way, but I prefer doing it the other way if I had a choice. So far though, I'm actually pretty comfortable with this. I mean, as long as I don't get hit by anything. Okay, but we actually managed to survive that decently well. So just catching up in level and increasing the armor and stuff, it actually pays out huge, as you can see here. Well, thank God I had that revive, because I got stun locked there from the gun that hit me. There might be... I think there is. Thankfully we get a refill before the boss anyways, or at the boss fight, but... That's okay. This is where we die. Seriously?
Beat down a boss. It's like finding loose change in the couch cushions.
I think I said this before. I was trying to when I've never jumped down here. Okay. I was trying to the last time we were doing this, but the huge difficulty between between difficulties in combat is just astronomically insane. The enemies can attack through your attack, deal massive damage. It's nuts. And I mean, I guess that obviously makes sense as to the challenge factor. Not just only obviously increasing health and stuff, but being able to do something like that where, you know... I'm just gonna wait here for a second, hopefully get an autosave. In case I die, but... Actually, I do want to check something though. Stats. Yeah, so 46% critical chance right now, almost half. And that's being in the domain though too, so I need to get an extra 5% for being in the domain, obviously. But still, that's massive, right? It's like every other hit I'm doing.
Yourself for a fight to the death against Nokutsuna's students, the deadliest J-pop band in history.
See, like that right there, he almost attacked through my strike. Which at this difficulty and the damage that they output, that could just instantly kill me. Yeah. See this weak point stuff though? Nasty. Basically I can chain off it now. Making boss fights pretty easy, which is the only thing I really want for this build, obviously. And then even too with my kunais, I have that, like, I think it's 10% to regain item on use. Which means I just absolutely run through these guys. Well, anyone really. That's the only downfall of doing that, is sometimes I miss close up. Just gotta be careful here. There's other nasty things I could throw on this build too, but decided not to, obviously, because you only got room for so much. But I was, oh shit, I was looking at what was the other one I was looking at? I'm just focused up a little bit here so I don't throw this away. Alright, hold on. Easy. How did that not land?
You earned these mod coins. Come, buy yourself something nice.
Instant master level up. Also, I want to recheck the the fuck is it called? Recheck the static buildup thing, but I was not under the impression it was supposed to deal damage to us, so that's kind of confusing.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around Pieces of Eden, but I know Eivor looked cool swinging Excalibur around, so I bet Yasuke will too.
That's what that's supposed to be. That does not look like... Okay. We're going to check that out in a second here. Mastery level 37, as you can see. I just got 2 skill points. So we're going to dump that into damage during night. The cool thing is, now that I'm level 100, the XP needed for mastery levels is a lot less than the XP needed for real levels, so I'm just going to start rampantly hitting mastery levels, which is nice because it means I'm going to get lots of skill points and be able to just kind of increase buffs as I go. So is it a long... Yeah, it's a long katana. Heavy combo, enders, and criticals create a dazing burst. That did not look like... Lost my train of thought there. It did not look like a sword, though. Alright, I would imagine there's one for domain level 10. Yes, it's a bow staff. I did want to check real quick. I'll throw this away. Okay, so it's going to show me in order. That's cool. So I show you the things that we recently put in here. So the Golden Daybreak you get for level 100. Excalibur you just seen. Pirate King hat I just got not that long ago. There's the Striker, Mercenary Helmet, Gilded Parting, Crusader Tunic, Crusader Helm, Hathaway Family Sword. We knew all that. We switch over to Naue. I have the Cracked Stillness, the Black Room, Kasod. I have all this stuff here, as you can see. So 85 stuff too. I did want to see if I had all of the gold weapons, but it's going to take too long to go through them all, so I'm not going to look right now. But
Hello there. Hell yeah.
I'm going to look at the shop, because I was picking away at the shop here. I'm not going to get the character enhancements, but I was working through the engravings, just to give me more options, and then once I buy all the engravings, we'll switch over to Yasuke and buy all of his engravings. But we're not going to sit here and read through them all. I already read them. The nice thing too is that this higher higher domain levels, you get more mod coins, so then I can buy more, obviously, as we play.
Bye.
All right. 1 second here. Alright, so same as before, minimum enemy level and game difficulty, but now enemy health is 100% and enemy damage is 40%. We're getting 12,000 XP, 7,800 mod coins. It's all good stuff. Whiteout domain, which we've seen before. We might not actually see the other domains that I was talking about. Which one? I think just the Broken Sky domain's the only one I didn't get to showcase. Actually, no, we haven't seen either Broken or the Monolith, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna change off Blunt Weapon Mastery, though. I don't want that. I don't want Biohazard. I don't want Harder Batter. This one I thought was okay until I got to that one fight, well, the boss fight that we just did, where it's the multiple enemies. If you do this, it actually spawns an additional enemy per wave. So the first wave is 2, and then it goes all the way up to 6, which, or sorry, not 6, 5, which you think wouldn't make a difference, but it kind of does. 3 random consumables on hit. That's brutal. Well, don't get hit, Josh. Savage Critic. I have a 20% critical chance, but I lose 12% health on critical strike. So it means I'm going to have to heal a lot more. We can try it. It might be a little rough, but we can try it. I do also get 1 free reroll of the whole domain, which if I do that, it means I get 3 more refills of the modifiers. But I think we'll be alright.
Welcome back to the Whiteout domain.
It's a mod coin there, I'm pretty
Every
sure.
domain has the same set of goals. Find and kill the domain Daisho, then head to the arena for an epic boss fight.
Why am I taking... Hold on. Why though? So I lose... Oh, because I'm doing crits. Okay, that makes more sense. I didn't realize you can do crits with tools, but now I know. The more I play this and the more modifiers start to stack up and stuff, I realize how janky some of this can actually get to be. Like that. So on higher difficulties, I've noticed that your attacks can just completely miss.
Now you're cooking.
Like if we were playing like, I don't know, fucking like Pokemon or something. Like just straight up, it just did not hit him. He dodged it completely. He counterattacked, which was asinine. He actually killed me there. The only reason I didn't die is because I have that one domain effect where I... Just trying to focus up here on this guy so I don't get destroyed. But I have that domain effect where if I get hit by a fatal blow, I'll revive with 100% health. Which is what saved me there. This I'm gonna try to sneak around just so I can get a assassination hit on this guy. Please stay down. Thank goodness there's that there too. Okay. Again, like... Man, I fucking hit the wrong guy. Sometimes the combat just drives me absolutely bonkers. Makes me glad I didn't go for higher whatchamacallit. Makes me glad I didn't do more New Game Plus runs. Because as you play on, the difficulty scales up, and that's literally one of the only, well, the only thing I'm pretty sure that scales. I might kill this guy with fall damage, okay?
Here we go. Boss fight time. Please enjoy this temporary
Conduit.
super boost.
Come on, jump. Okay, I'm gonna have to come all the way out here so I can lose those guys on the far right. If I come over here, I might be able to. Get an autosave. There we go. See it in the bottom right corner.
Be in your prime if you want to beat
I'm not confident in this fight. So this guy's actually pretty hard to hit with throwables. This phase I've always found to be pretty annoying. Oh yeah, I still have that on. Actually, this is going to be an easy phase. Because any amount of damage actually kills his shades. I'm assuming. I don't think there's a minimum threshold. He's still taking damage, which is nice. It's pretty much the entire circle, too. This should be it right here.
outstanding performance.
Nice, master level 38. All right. Head over to mastery. Damage during night. Just makes sense.
Hello. Hell yeah.
Buy some more engravings. I think that's pretty much the last thing I'm going to do with my my playthrough for well, not even my playthrough, but my just me playing this game is I'm going to get everything from the domain shop, and then I think that's going to be it for me. I'm also working on the Animus project too. Was it Undertow or Castaway? Undertow, right? So I'm going to work through this reward lines. As you can see, I did the Riptide one, just to kind of get everything that's here. The Pirate King Blunderbuss, obviously, the costumes, in case I do end up getting Black Flag remastered. But just also to get it done, right? Like, we've done all the other ones from Awakening all the way up now to Riptide, so it kind of just makes sense for us to do it. But, yeah, here we are. Domain, level 10. Enemy level 100, game difficulty nightmare, enemy health 150%, so an extra 50% more health now, and enemy damage up to 50%. Toughest of the tough, we got another Red Moon domain, which is fine. I might actually just re-roll this. Yeah, let's try to re-roll. Definitely re-roll Famine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the ability spam as well. Well, kinda. I went from additional enemies to additional outlaws. I don't know if I should keep this. Yeah, let's leave it. There we go. See if I can do it.
Welcome back to the Red Moon domain. Every domain has
Hopefully I get the good
same
spawn.
set of goals.
Nope, I got the exact
Find
same one
and
we've seen
kill the
already.
Domain Daisho, then
So why
head to
not?
the arena for an epic boss fight.
I had to make sure I locked on, that way I actually hit him. What am I doing?
You're off to a great start.
I have this thing for doing extra damage through abilities, and I'm just fucking doing my regular routine here. So let's leave smoke bombs on for now, because that's going to be beneficial, and I'm just going to, like, absolutely spam my hidden strike. I knew I was going to hit that guy, but that's fine. This is actually probably like one of the best like ones that I could have for just my build specifically. Having this one where it's like I can just constantly pump out my abilities. Just because he's in the way too, I might as well get rid of him. He didn't know where I was, that's hilarious. Alright. One more left and then the boss fight. It'd be nice if it was Eamon. If we get an Eamon boss fight, that would kind of be, you know, perfect. Worst case scenario would be Momochi.
Time to go beat down a boss.
Fighting the gang of guys actually wouldn't be too bad. Be able to use Tanto Strike a lot. Or Shadow Piercer. I don't know why I always call it Tanto Strike. It's funny here, if you back jump and then immediately like do a jump up, you can make it here, which you're not supposed to. You're supposed to go around, but
I don't want you to get too
Ah.
overconfident, so
It's not the
here's
worst
a
thing in the
real
world.
challenge.
probably won't use my kunai, which means I actually should switch it over. Definitely a lot of health, or I'm just rolling low on criticals. It was what, 150% health? So yeah, it definitely has to be a lot of health. I'm also gonna try to play it safe and not let him hit me either. I still have my revive though, worst case scenario. See, like that right there, like he should not be able to do that, because when he gets hit by the Tanto Like, he's supposed to be stunned. But I've noticed that. They'll just break out of the stun and they'll attack, or they'll move, and thankfully, because it locks on, I'm usually fine. Nah, I should have went for Yagyu. Just to give me some distance here. Should have 2 left. Yeah, I do. Save them for the last round. Come on, please die. Thank you. He was gonna attack right through that. Like, that's brutal. Because he's probably the worst guy to face in this battle. He's super fast, surprisingly. And kind of relentless too. I don't find the other to be as bad, but this guy... Pretty sure I could stun lock him. That looked like it did nothing, by the way. If I can get rid of one of these 2 guys, I'm gonna go for Yagyu next. I did get one. Bro, just die. I wonder if I can hit them with a... No. What a time to try to figure that out, eh? I'm over here like, oh yeah, you know, it's the last battle, feeling good. Not gonna take any chances though. Thank you. Alright, last one. As long as I don't throw this away. This is like literally like endgame stuff though. It's kind of crazy. It's cool. It's definitely cool, but you couldn't do this any lower. There we go. Complete a challenge level 10 domain. And that concludes this. But yeah, you can't. There's no way in hell you can do this. Maybe with some crazy exploits, like some really meta builds. But besides that though, I don't think there's any way in hell you're... Because the enemy level is minimum 100, which means you can't even do assassinations if you play as Naui.
Listen, I designed these final domains to be damn near unbeatable, but you just crushed it. Come talk to me.
Well, we're master level 39. Go ahead and put this point. Talk to Mod, end this.
I don't have the exact number of people who have finished a top level domain, but believe me when I tell you that number is small. You've gone above and beyond and deserve a prize to match. Here's a golden bow staff with a crazy perk.
And we got the broken spear of Leonidas, legendary Tanto. Interesting. Very interesting. Hold on. Shadow Piercer performs an assassination but adds 100% cooldown. It's not even remotely close in damage. The only thing is, though, as good as that sounds, I can't use it on bosses. And this is the staff. As a mon instead of adrenaline. I feel like there's a way I can make this like just really, really, really stupid. I wonder, did I get anything with... Nope, nothing with Yosuke. Master level up, 40. Another one at damage during night. That's pretty much it. You know, we came, we saw, we conquered. I don't think there's going to be any additional content in the future. I think that was pretty much it. You know, it was kind of stated with this, you know, thanks for playing that they kind of gave us. And I just want to take a second here and just chill. Soak this all in and kind of give my last, like, final closing opinions because, you know, like I said, unless they come back and make another DLC or something, which I don't think they are, like I said, this is kind of it. Overall, really, really, really happy with the game. You know, I know a lot of people didn't like Assassin's Creed Shadows, but it's definitely my favorite Assassin's Creed game, both RPG and non-RPG. Various reasons, and I'm heavily biased. You know, I'm always leaning towards the Japanese influence, obviously, but, you know, I think it had a lot of people didn't like the story. They weren't completely sold on it. I thought it was decent. It wasn't horrible. Gameplay I thought was really good. You know, setting really good. A lot of the extra side content I enjoyed. There wasn't really anything that I didn't enjoy. For example, we never actually finished the standing stones in Valhalla just because some of them were just completely just stupid. But in this we did everything, right? I even did a New Game Plus run. As far as this new content specifically, the domains I think are good. I like the domains. It's a great way to earn XP. It's a great way to earn supplies too, because when we come over here for a second, if we look at the shop, you'd already glossed over and seen it, but besides the character enhancement stuff, you can also buy crafting materials, which change constantly, right? You can buy engravings. Obviously there's specific stuff for Yosuke as well. So it's a good all around in those aspects. There's a lot of new weapons and new equipment that have great abilities. I think there's a lot to play with there and make really good. In terms of the domain stuff specifically, I think it's a great idea. I like it. Few things kind of get to me while I do play it and that stand out to me. I think some of the modifiers don't work as intended, or they're just completely broken. It's hard to say for sure. It's gonna reward me another weapon. I think that's what that means. I think it's gonna reward me another weapon. Interesting. I was gonna grind out level 10s anyways just to get a lot of more mod coins, but I don't know. There's something off about the domain stuff with the scaling even. And keep in mind, like, maybe that's just how the higher difficulties are. If that is the case, which probably is, that's just completely crazy how they can attack through abilities. Your abilities seem weaker. They don't seem to do as much. Like, it's just, I don't know. Something definitely seems off with that. But the only other thing to critical wise, and I said this before and I'll say it again, in terms of everything here, I think the mastery levels, when they raised the level cap, they should have incorporated the mastery and put it into your level cap. Obviously it's a running total, the mastery level, so they have all that XP. Just take the XP and throw it into regular levels. Like, I was mastery level 35 for the longest time as I was working my way up from 60 to 80 to 100, right? And I could have been a lot closer to 100. And even the knowledge points too, you can still buy knowledge points, you still unlock knowledge points, and why? They don't do anything as far as I'm aware. So why wouldn't you just have it so that they convert to skill points when, you know, have this set to a threshold, say, you know, knowledge point 150, and if capped, then convert to a skill point, like, but little things from me. Anyways, like I said, this is going to be it probably for good, unfortunately, but you know, I enjoyed it for what it was. And yeah, when we come back, I'm not quite sure what we're going to be playing, but you know, it'll be something. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below, subscribe and share. So, see you later. Bye.